subscribers and say a big hello to everyone who's new here. My name is Odessa. I'm the Mystic Intuitive Healer. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master, spiritual coach, and an intuitive tarot card reader. And through the work I'm doing here on YouTube, as well as Instagram, TikTok, and my own website, odessamal.com, I deliver messages to you that will help you to awaken, heal, align, and grow. So today is going to be a really interesting reading. I was asked by my own guides to do urgent messages for you guys. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be covering, but I do know that these are messages that are going to apply to your life right now, and it's going to help you to make decisions and move forward. So I have 3 piles for you guys to select from. Pile number 1 is partnered with this green butterfly. Butterflies are a symbol of transformation, and the color green is associated with the heart chakra. Pile number 2 is partnered with this yellow sunflower candle. So candles are a symbol of illumination and tribe. Sunflowers are a symbol of abundance and opportunity, and yellow is the color associated with the solar plexus chakra. And then pile number 3 is partnered with this hawk feather, and hawks are connected to deity energy. They are also connected to intuition and the third eye, and feathers are a symbol of connecting with your ancestors, angelic energies, as well as your spirit guides, and birds are a symbol of seeing things from a higher perspective. So I'm going to give you guys a second to select your pile. I'm going to give you a close-up of the cards and the items in just a moment, and I will see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1. So you picked the butterfly. So let's dive into these cards and find out what urgent messages your guides have for you. So the first card is the Devil, followed by a green mint, and there's strawberries on this particular card. Then the Hawaiian owl. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Followed by good luck with the shamrock, judgment, discrimination, and we've got Virgo and Venus on this particular card. And then the last card is the honey mother. Sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms. Wow, okay, cool. So with the devil energy coming out, I feel like you are either going through a really hard time with another person, or this could be an internal struggle. The devil is talking about being tied to something or someone that is destructive in nature. So this could be having addiction issues, or leaning too much into our ego, where we're sort of like judging ourselves and others based on material possessions or title. It can be a card that is sort of indicating that we are either possibly in danger or walking down the wrong pathway. And with the agreement card, it feels to me, when I saw this come out right after the devil, it felt like, deal with the devil. That you have some sort of agreement with either a person or a situation that's connected to this energy. So it could be you're married to somebody who doesn't necessarily treat you well, or you're working in an office and there's it's like a toxic work environment. Yeah, for some of you it's legal. For some of you it is more of a sense of duty and honor. The agreement is more like the fact that it's like, I wanted to say gentleman's agreement. Like, you're doing it because you think it's the right thing to do. But I feel like whatever is going on here, and I'm going to pull a couple more cards to clarify that, I think isn't necessarily in your best interest. And I feel like your guides are trying to give you signs that you are going to have to start being very careful about how you use your energy, how you spend your time, who you align yourself with, because with this discrimination card, there is a fox on this card. And the fox can be a symbol of trickster energy. And then, of course, there's butterflies on this card, right? You pick the butterfly. I feel like you're getting to a point where you're going to transform. There's some shift or change that's about to take place. The Judgment card is also indicating this, some sort of epiphany, an awakening, a transition. And I feel like it's going to be coming from like something really unexpected, because I think about these Hawaiian owls. They're super tiny. And then this Honey Mother card was talking about magic lies in the smallest of forms. So it might be something that you've overlooked, and that's going to be like sort of the key to this good luck. Because I mean, like 4-leaf clovers, they're super tiny, right? It feels like the magic is coming from something you've overlooked. You may be looking towards some sort of big shift and change, and that's rooted in this devil energy, and you need to be looking smaller. For some of you, it has some connection back to children. I don't know if that's your own kids or whether you're maybe a teacher or something like that. Or maybe it's back to your inner child as well. But that the energy of children keeps coming forward. And I feel like for some of you, you may have a mother, whether this is your biological mother or sort of like a woman or a person that played that role of the mothering figure in your life who's crossed over and is definitely coming through. I'm strongly, more than just the honey mother, I'm strongly getting feminine mothering energy coming forward. You're being protected, you're being watched over, but you're getting close to a point in time where the scales are going to have to be balanced, and I wanted to say karmic scales. So it might be a situation where you are, they want me to say you're treading dangerously close. I don't know what you're treading dangerously close to, but you're treading dangerously close, and I feel like it's coming up to the point in time where you're going to need to balance the scales. I feel like if you've been having synchronicities or even just a sixth sense about things, you're going to need to take heed, because you may end up getting dangerously close to potentially the tower. That might be what they're alluding to. Something that's going to bring balance. This is the number 6. The discrimination card is the number 6. That's talking about balance. Then this card is the number 24, which of course reduces down to the number 6 as well. And then this card is the number 15, which also reduces down to the number 6. That is so insane. So you are getting close to a point in time where judgment is coming. The energies are going to be balanced. It's going to be a beautiful transition, something positive for you, but you may not feel like it is. The devil energy might not be a representation of a particular person. This might be the energy that you're trying to avoid. You might have been feeling like something was going to shift and change, and that you had to be discerning in how you move forward, but you were afraid because of whatever this energy is representing, and or you were worried that this is what was going to manifest for you. Let's get some cards and clarify that, just so I can get a better handle on that. But can you clarify the devil, please? Clarify the devil, please. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Guys, I like to make sure that I always have a candle going. All right. So the first card that came out is the Seven of Swords. So that would indicate to me that you're likely dealing with a person that is embodying this devil energy, and that you're being advised to maybe distance yourself from, like wise counsel just came out. Like, you're definitely being guided to make wise decisions. So the devil is being clarified by the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Emperor. So this particular, as well as there's the Wise Counsel card, and I believe that this card is the Hierophant. And what I'm gathering from this is that this person, whoever, or like I said before, it could be an institution. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. But the energy is that there's manipulation and deception taking place around you. I feel like there are people that are colluding, is the word I just got. So there are people that are coming together behind your back, trying to organize against you, is the energy I'm getting. But that could mean that this is just like, you know, gossipy people in the office, or people that are bullies in the office. You know, wouldn't it be nice if that bullying energy just stayed, you know, in high school and we didn't have to deal with it as adults? But it doesn't. Those people stay bullies into adulthood, and you will run across them. And I feel like you're the wounded warrior. You've dealt with this kind of energy, I think, for a long time. And these people, whoever this, or the institution, whatever this devil energy is, they have a lot of power and influence with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. It's strongly feeling for me that it's either someone who you have joint finances with, or it's related to your job. And you're going to have to start thinking about what your next steps are going forward. I think that this is a good opportunity for you to potentially start getting your feelers out there, looking for another position, if that's been on the back of your mind, or, you know, just inquiring maybe with recruiters or reaching out to people that you used to work with. Maybe it's a great opportunity to go back to school and maybe take some night classes, or take some classes online that you can do at your own pace. It definitely feels like skill development needs to be done, and you need to start looking towards, you know, your dreams is what they want me to say. So there's something that's missing from your current life that you would like to be part of your life, and that's going to bring you balance. But it's also taking that extra step to move away from any of this energy. So let's get some more advice. What else would you like pile number 1 to know? What would you like pile number 1 to know? What urgent news does pile number 1 need? Okay. So you got, oh nice, a new start is coming, the new moon. And you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. And I said, and the discrimination card has Virgo. So you may have strong Virgo placements in your chart. I am a Virgo, that is my sun sign. And I feel I relate to this energy. Because I feel like you're a natural healer. There's something about you that wants to heal this person, if you're in a relationship with these people, I said people. So for some of you, it might be more than one person that's behaving this way. You want to stand by them. You have a lot of loyalty, but then for others of you, it's a matter of a little bit of proving to yourself that you can weather the storm. But I want you to know that you're not actually benefiting yourself by doing that. And this was a lesson that I had to learn. Virgos like to stick with things, right? You want to be able to do the best quality work. We can be perfectionists, and that means this, unwillingness to give up or back away, even if the environment is entirely toxic and it's eroding us, because we will adapt and modify and change ourselves to find our way through the storm, to find a way to perfect whatever it is that we're doing. It can be a slippery slope, and you don't even realize how toxic it is until you're out. And then after we're out, then we are like spiraling with shame because we should have known better. It's okay to just walk away from this. You don't have to prove anything to these people. Let the universe guide you towards something that's more fulfilling. Let the universe give you this new start. You're more than worthy, and you put in enough energy towards whatever this is that you're owed some good karma with this good luck card. So just start thinking about it and start paying attention to those synchronicities that was mentioned in the signs and omens that was mentioned in the owl card. And when something just sort of sits right with you, when you feel like the wise counsel has come through for you, and it can come through in a bunch of different ways, right? Synchronicities are, random, and they can be very, very, very weird. But, once it clicks for you, take action on it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope that the messages that came through resonated for you and are helping you to take steps forward. I know this one was a little bit shorter than my usual readings, but I wanted to just give you direct to the point advice that you could utilize right now. Definitely let me know how it resonated, how this applies to you, or, anything. You can share anything with me in the comments. Like I always say, I really love connecting with you guys. And if you could like and share this reading, that would be amazing. You guys mean so much to me, and your support has really helped me to get through some of the hard times. This work can be really exhausting at times, and it's you that makes me keep going. Honestly, my drive is to help you guys connect with your guides so that you can, make your lives better. And then ultimately, when you are feeling better, your raised vibration will influence the entire world, right? So that's why I keep doing it. And every time I feel like I'm too exhausted, I will read some amazing message that one of you guys have left for me, and it's perfect timing. It's synchronistic for me, and it really, 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 helps me so much. And if any of you guys would like to work with me one-on-one, you can always go to my website, odessamall.com. All of my services and booking information are available there. I do tarot card readings, spiritual coaching, where basically if you book a session, I help you with whatever issue you're having. So it's kind of like spiritual therapy in a way. And I also do past life readings, and I can channel messages from your spirit guides, and I also do Reiki. So thank you so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome back. luck. So you picked the sunflower, and let's find out what your guides want you to know, what your urgent message is. So the first card you got is the Two of Wands, followed by the Dahlia, refinement. Then the polar bear, and it says, stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. Followed by sage, wisdom, clearing your head. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you got an extra card. The Empress. Submission. And there's Pisces and Venus on that card. And then the final card is the Numina, seeking inspiration in twilight wanderings. Oh, that's interesting because this really has a nighttime vibe to it as well. I'm getting strong moon energy coming through these cards. Divine feminine, that would definitely fit with the Empress as well. Okay, so you are currently, or you are soon to be at a crossroads where you're going to have to make a decision. And it looks like you are in need of clearing your head. There is an overwhelming sense that I get to whatever this burden is that's on your shoulders. I think that there's a lot of different voices that are playing over in your mind, and it's making it difficult for you to really define what is the right course of action for you, because you're trying to I just heard the lesser of two evils. So maybe both options are really sort of crappy and you're trying to find your way through that. Or it could be a lot of different people that have different perspectives and different needs, and therefore no matter what way you go, somebody isn't going to be happy. But your guides are telling you that you need to clear your head, right? To find the wisdom that you need to clear your head. They're definitely suggesting that it would be good to go on a walking meditation, which basically means just walk around outside on your own, where you can just tune into the energy of nature around you. So I typically, if I'm gonna listen to music, I'll listen to like low meditative music, or I won't listen to any music at all. And the music I listen to is the birds chirping around me. Like, I just try and tune into the energy around me, and that's when a lot of downloads and epiphanies will come through. So that's why I think they're suggesting that to you. I think to a certain degree, you are a little bit caged, right? There's this cage with this bird in it. And the polar bear was talking about having to sort of speak your truth. So, you know, with the caged bird, it might have felt like you couldn't really speak up and share your voice and share your perspective. And I do think that you have a lot to offer and a lot of insight because you have this wisdom card. But I think that to a certain degree, either you are trying to be secretive. There is Scorpio on this card. You may be sort of withholding certain information, possibly because you're sort of trying to gauge you're kind of trying to test the temperature of the room. You don't want to step too far into a situation and then end up with your foot in your mouth, or like be so far in that you can't sort of backtrack. You're trying to feel your way through, but I think that the only way to do this is to go on the walking meditation, clear your head, tune into your own Empress energy, who is also, I associate with Mother Nature, and then connecting back to that Earth energy. You may even want to hang out with your mom. If you have a good relationship with your mom, she's a support to you. You might want to hang out with your mom or somebody in your life that sort of plays that mothering role. Could be a grandmother. It doesn't even have to be, a woman. It can be anyone, including pets, that make you feel nurtured. Now, this crossroad might very well have something to do with your job or something to do with finances, with the Queen of Pentacles coming out. But regardless, even if it has nothing to do with your actual job or your career, it definitely has something to do with your physical world and the things that you've built in the physical world. If you are going up against, I keep wanting to say that because it feels like there's a battle, but like there's nothing here necessarily indicating that there's two stubborn people going up against each other, but I'm feeling like two rams going up against each other, and not necessarily that you're one of the rams. It's like there's other people bashing their heads against each other, and you're the mediators, kind of the energy I'm getting. And you're going to have to speak respectfully and compassionately. Even though I think that some of the people that are complicating this and making it harder for you to choose the path to walk down, I think that they mean well, but I don't think that they have enough experience. But it definitely feels like it's people that you're working with. This is card number 12, which reduces down to card number 3. The Empress is also card number 3. And then you've got card number 42, which reduces down to 6, which is then divisible by 3 as well. So there is this energy of finding balance within a team, finding balance within a team dynamic. So if it's not work, then it could be even your home life. It could be your family. Let's get some more cards on the Two of Wands so we can find out, what can you tell me about the Two of Wands? Yeah, oh my God, as if you just got what is this card? This is the Three of Pentacles? What is this card? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. I couldn't find any of the symbols on it. Yes, this is the Three of Pentacles, and this is also a card that's talking about teamwork. And then you've got Wise Counsel, which is the Hierophant. That card came out in pile number 1. And so it definitely feels like maybe you're like HR, or you are possibly a teacher. I'm getting law from this particular Hierophant card as well. But you are mediating between a couple of groups of people. And it's talking about, maybe it has something to do with honing skills or honing a craft. What else can you tell me about? Ooh, okay. All right. Yeah, you're going to have to communicate with others that I think you're managing by communicating with them in a clear and effective way, but also trying to be gentle. I think that sometimes you may have an energy, even if you're not aware of it, that might come across as a little like no nonsense, a little business. And this situation might require that you need to lean into your Empress energy, your more mothering, nurturing energy. And even though I feel like this might be a professional situation, you're gonna have to put on kid gloves and treat this with a little more nurturing, because you literally got the Empress twice. So you're definitely building something, and maybe you're building your own abilities to manifest. So you're trying to, I definitely feel like you're trying to build something. You're trying to build wealth. My eye is just drawn to these bunnies on this particular card. You're trying to transform something. And I feel like you're dealing with individuals that either are much younger than you or they're a little more fragile, is the energy I'm getting. They're fragile. And so you're going to have to adjust and adapt a little bit in order to find victory. And some things you're just going to have to let go. You got the Six of Swords. There's some things that you may not have go your way. Things, priorities of yours, or I'm getting the energy like you have a particular standard that you want met. And some of this stuff you're going to have to let go. I feel like this might be your own business or something that you're very, very passionate about. And because you're so close to it, you see all of the little imperfections and you're sort of being guided to like take a step back, look at the bigger picture, see what everyone is contributing to the final outcome, and then just prioritize the things that are the most important, keeping in mind that some of the people that you're working with may not be as passionate about it as you, or they may be so passionate about it that any criticism really hurts them. And you're going to have to be mindful of that because ultimately you're going to be victorious. You've got the Six of Wands. So you're going to be victorious. It's just a matter of being cautious and also managing your own stress and emotion regulation is what I'm getting. So let's find out a little bit more, some final advice from your guides. What final advice do you have for pile number 2 regarding this situation? So this card is work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And I was mentioning about Scorpio. So it might be a situation like Scorpio where on occasion you might sting people, right? I get that energy from the Queen of Swords as well. I don't think that you mean to. I think that depending on the group that you're with, some people just totally get you and some people don't, right? But when you're working in a team and you're trying to accomplish a goal, you have to sort of take their, sensitivities into consideration. And ultimately, it's going to help you to grow something new. The new moon is the birthplace of that, manifestation. That's when it starts to grow. Let's get some more advice. Do you have anything else you would like pile number 2 to know? Okay, final card. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. This card came out in pile number 1 as well, I believe. I don't know. It's sometimes that it all bleeds together. But I think, or I was talking about Virgo. That's what it was. I was talking about Virgo in pile number 1. And so you may be coming from pile number 1. But yeah, it's that perfectionist energy that's coming through. And you can have this be perfect enough that you get the outcome that you want. And sometimes it not meeting a particular standard is actually more perfect than if it was up to whatever level you had imagined, because if you have to burn bridges to get it to the point, to get it created the way that you had envisioned, that's not perfection. If you can leave out some of those details, spare people's feelings and, allow them to walk this path with you so that you're all happy in the end, that's perfection. The community comes first, right? And ultimately, you're gonna have your full manifestation because you got new moon and then followed by the full moon. It's gonna work out. It's absolutely whatever decision you are trying to make, you are gonna make the right decision. But step number 1 is get away from the stress for a little while. Even if it's like a 20-minute walk, 5-minute walk, 20 minutes would be better, but you know, just get away from this for a little while so that you can clear your head. I also get that from the Six of Wands, moving away from things. Ground your energy, you'll get clarity, and everything is going to work out. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope that this resonated. I hope it was helpful. I would love to know how this resonated for you. I love chatting with you guys in the comments, and it's always so interesting to me to see how things play out in your life, because that's what's so cool about these pick-a cards, that I'm channeling information and not all of the message will resonate for you. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's just pieces of it. But when you look in the comments, you'll see like how it all sort of sandwiches together. It's like this giant quilt, and all of you guys are connected, and you're all connected to me, and it's so special. And honestly, like I really, really enjoy reading the comments. I ask for you to share because I like to connect with you guys. It has nothing to do with the algorithm, although that does help. And the more I can get my content out there, the easier it becomes for me to continue to build this platform and build the business, because ultimately I just want to be able to help you guys. So I really appreciate everything that you've done so far as well. It's been really, really, really amazing. And we're coming up to a year almost, and I can't believe it, and I can't thank you enough. If any of you guys are interested in working with me one-on-one, you can go to my website, odessamall.com. All of my services and booking information are available there. I do tarot card readings. I do spiritual coaching, which is like a live tarot session, but it's more like spiritual therapy than anything else. But I can help you with anything that's on your mind, and help you with your own magical practices and growing your own skills. And I also do Reiki, past life readings, and I do channeled sessions with your spirit guides. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I would love to connect with you. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already joined the family. Have a great day, guys. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome back. You picked the hawk feather. And these cards are going to let me know what guidance your guides have for you. Let's find out. So you got the King of Wands, followed by the Cucumber, Emotions, then the Boar, and it says, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. The Carrot, take aim, beware of decoys. Knight of Wands, oh, interesting. Assertion, which also has a knight on here. There's St. George slaying the dragon. And then the final card is to the Greenwood, seek comfort and acceptance. Be kind to yourself. Oh, I love it. Okay, so it looks to me like there is something going on in your life currently that's causing you a lot of emotional stress. With the Emotions card, there's also the symbol for Cancer here. There's also the Boar card talking about facing your problems head on with confidence. Now, the energy I get is that you may be in a situation where you are facing people that aren't necessarily being honest, right? With the take aim, beware of decoys. You're being guided to really pay attention to what is going on around you. So as you start to take steps forward, because the wands are definitely talking about fire and wanting you to take action and steps forward, and the Knight, you've got the Knight of Wands, then also the King of Wands, which is talking about a progression. And there's Aries on this card, also that drive energy, and the Sun. So It might be a situation where you're trying to sort of come out of the shadows and sort of be seen. It could be that you're physically wanting to be seen, like you want to get a promotion, or you want to possibly, for some, it's different for each of you, but it has something to do with coming out of the shadows. So this could be, like I said, getting a promotion, but it could also be a situation in a romance where it's like you want it to become official, and you want to be in a committed relationship where people know that the two of you are together. There's this card is number 4, which is talking about foundations. So whatever it is, it's something that's going to give you a lot of stability in your life. But like I said before, there may be some people that you can't necessarily trust. So if it's a situation where you're trying to get a promotion, or any kind of advancement, any kind of shift and change, you're going to have to be careful about who you're trusting. If this is a situation where possibly you're trying to create a new product, or you're trying to launch yourself possibly on social media in a different way, you're trying to do something unique and really assert yourself, like the assertion card, be very careful about who you trust with your ideas. Whatever is meant for you will always find you, right? You will definitely be recognized. You will have the success that's owed to you. But you can kind of delay your success by accidentally giving away ideas to the wrong people. There's a never-ending supply of ideas, but sometimes we trust the wrong people, and we mention an idea or we share something that we've been doing with another person, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, thank you very much. I'm just going to run with this. It happens to all of us. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't trust people. Just be cautious. Listen to your intuition. And if you have had a situation in the past where you accidentally gave away something to someone and you're beating yourself up over it, going back, ruminating in your mind about, oh, well, why did I do that? Why did I share that with them? Now they're taking my ideas and look at what they've done with it, or they had a viral video, or they have a successful business, or they're taking my clients, whatever it is. You have to sort of disconnect yourself from that. You have to stop thinking about it that way and redirect yourself to the growth that you want to have and start manifesting that, right? Focus on what do you want that vision to look like in the end. Don't focus on that particular idea that you thought was going to be your breakthrough. Don't focus on that. Focus on the end goal of what you want. What does your spotlight, what does your time in the sun look like? And the universe will bring you a new idea. You'll have another epiphany. Something else will come to you. And then with that idea, you'll run on that one. You won't, share that with other people the same way. But you definitely want to cleanse your energy. There's Palo Santo in this card. And I think that emotionally, you're a little bit backed up. You might want to go and have a Reiki session done, or go to the spa if, that's available to you. Go hang out at the beach. Go and, for some reason, canoeing is coming forward. So some of you might like to canoe. I love canoeing. I used to teach canoeing. It can be very tranquil, very peaceful. For some of you, you might want to do a moon ritual to cleanse and purify your system. You could do just a meditation as well to ground your energy. But I feel like whatever this conflict was is still sort of in your system. And you're kind of facing the dragon, for some of you, in your own mind, where you're like, we all do that, where it's like, you go over in a situation in your mind and you're like, I should have just said this. Well, you may have gotten one good zinger in there, but it wouldn't have necessarily played out a different way. Like sometimes we give ourselves a little bit too much credit, like if we had only done this or that, everything would have turned out a different way. But I can tell you from experience, that's not necessarily the case. Not just from my experience, from hanging out and talking to you guys in sessions. Like, there are people that are literally following all the guidance and it still doesn't work out because the guidance is designed to help them learn some lesson, to like face their own fears, to have confidence and courage, right? So no matter how this plays out, like it might literally be a situation where you have to go and confront somebody, and it might be a painful situation to have to stand up against them. But in the long run, it's going to help you so much. So I want to get some more guidance and find out, like, what is this situation? What is pile number 3 having to find confidence and courage in? Like, what is the conflict, or what? Just give me more information, please. Like, oh, what is going on with pile number 3? Yes. Okay. So you got the 5 of Wands. So there is conflict in a group. This is the energy I'm getting. It's between you and a number of other people. But it feels to me like for some of you, it's the beef is between you and, say, another person. And then there's all these other people, these hangers-on that are just like stepping in the middle of it, and maybe they're like the decoys. They shouldn't be involved at all, but they're like sticking their nose in it. You're at a crossroads and you're gonna have an opportunity to make a decision. And the energy I get from this is that if you can decide to let go of the past, let go of the beef, just, stop fighting battles that can't be won. Stop leaning into possibly pride. We all are, victims of that at times, because this can be an opportunity for you to start manifesting what you want. You got the Magician and you got the World. So this could be the end of an old cycle. And on this book, there is it looks like a blue jay feather. So that's connected to the throat chakra. Speaking your truth and speaking your manifestations into being. Definitely. That's the energy I'm getting there. I want to see if there's like a bit more advice. What can they do? Yes. You just got the renewal card for Judgment. Seeing things from a higher perspective. Whatever this conflict is, it really hurt you. Now, it's possible that for some of you, you won't resonate with this yet, that the pain is yet to come. The 3 of Swords is talking about heartache and pain. And if you can look back at the pain from a higher perspective, and you can think, oh, pain sucks. Like, I definitely sympathize with you guys. Pain sucks, but it is designed to help us become stronger, to see how capable we are, to see that people are not perfect, and, we're all fallible. The pain that we have endured at the hands of others has also been pain that we have perpetrated against others. So it's hard, and you can take your time with this. I think you've been working on this for eons. I feel like, many of you guys know, I obviously believe in reincarnation. I talk about it a lot, but I feel like for some of you, you've been working on whatever this great battle is for like many lifetimes. And this might be you having to go up against someone who you see as a real authority. This might be a parent, this might be a boss, And you're just going to have to find a way to have that courage. It might be something much bigger than that. Like it might be a cause. But you're going to be able... Excuse me. You're going to be able to weather this storm and see things from a higher perspective, and you'll have the gift of hindsight. And ultimately, I mean, it's working out in your favor. With the World and the Magician, it just might be a little bit rough until you get there. So can I get some final advice for pile number 3? What would you like pile number 3 to know? These cards are like so on point with what I was already talking about. You got, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. And I was talking about the sun energy. Yeah, there might be a certain energy of pride here where you want to, be successful. You want to be seen as the victor. You want to be right. And maybe you are right. That's kind of like the hardest thing about seeing things from a higher perspective. You might be right and you still might need to just let it go. Because by letting it go, it's like pick your battles kind of energy. Letting it go doesn't necessarily mean that you're wrong. It's just that you don't want to have to deal with the headache any longer. You don't want to deal with the pain. You also got emotions are running high, super moons. So it's possible that now you've got 2 cards that are talking about emotions. It might be a situation where you need some distance. You need to just take a step back from whatever this is. Like I was saying, clear your energy field. Wait to start, tackling this issue. You got nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So it might feel like, there's no going back or you don't have any options, but you do. If this is a relationship and you're in separation, there's been some sort of conflict and the 2 of you are butting heads, just pause. Just pause, take a step back. It might be hard, but just trust that things are going to work out. You might just need to take a little bit of time apart. And I'm not saying like break up or anything. I'm just saying like take a weekend to yourself to just do what you need to do to emotionally regulate, get yourself back to baseline, start thinking about what the outcome that you want, right? So if it's a relationship, you want the 2 of you to be on the same page, being partners, being like supportive, loving, compassionate towards each other, being respectful, and being able to come together, communicate about your needs, express your emotions openly without being triggered or charging up the other person, right? But you might need a little bit of distance to get to that point, right? You might have a little bit of baggage, and I don't mean just you. I mean the 2 of you, the people that are involved. Everyone might need to just do a little bit of self-regulating and some self-healing to get back to a point of equilibrium. But I definitely feel strongly that things are going to work out. I mean, these are some very positive cards of energy working in your favor, as well as the Judgment, the renewal card. That's a new beginning, one where you are wiser. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. I would love to know what your thoughts are. I love hearing your take on the reading and how it fits into your lives. It always blows me away, and I just love having a deeper connection with all of you guys. I see you as like part of my community. You're part of this little family that we're building here. And I love seeing you guys interact in the comments as well. So never hesitate to write a message to me, long or short. Honestly, I love them all. If you could like, share, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I would love to have you. And if any of you are interested in having a one-on-one session with me, you can go to my website, odessamall.com. All of my services and booking information are available there. I do tarot card readings, spiritual coaching, which is like a live tarot card session, but it's geared on like healing, and it's more like spiritual therapy. And I help you with any issue you're having, or helping you with developing your own spiritual gifts. And I also do channeling with your spirit guides, past life sessions, and Reiki. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Take care.